Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Cyber PMM Podcast, the only show dedicated to helping cyber PMMs fight digital chaos, cut through the hype, and do more with less. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, Dane here. So I just survived the RSA conference not too long ago, and I already have 4 more events staring me down, including a massive user event next week. It really feels like my full-time job is just showing up at events and making sure we have our product act together. So today, we're going to dive into how PMMs can get smart about events, work better with event teams, protect your time, and still show up like a product hero. And you might be thinking, events? I do messaging and GTM strategy, not really events. Yeah, just wait. If you're a midsize or bigger vendor, events will become your reality fast. Even at startups, 2 or 3 big events can feel like a full-time job for a solo PMM. They're a lot of work. And look, I'm not anti-event or anything. I've just started to notice that we're drifting toward being event marketers instead of product marketers. And there's this quote that I just saw that kind of sums things up as to why this dynamic has been happening. Gabe Larson, who's the previous CMO at Customer, said CMOs are lost, so they're panic punting half the budget into events. It's not working, but hey, nothing says strategy like booths and badges. So I want to be clear here that event teams are pros. They run things like clockwork, dates are locked, budgets are always approved, everybody's got a timeline. They run like well-oiled machines. So nothing against event teams. In fact, they're one of my favorite teams to work with because everything is pretty clear cut in terms of what the expectations are and what the goal is, right? Everybody knows the event date and everybody works toward meeting that goal. But this is how the conversation goes. An event manager might look to a PMM and say, "Hey PMM, what's our booth message?" "Okay, great. Who's giving all the demos?" "Okay, great. Who's building the demos?" "Okay, great. And how about the keynote? Who's writing the content for the keynote?" "Okay, cool. Also, can you brief about 600 employees about all this by Friday?" "All right, great. Thanks." No pressure on us at all. So times that by 10, and you're looking at the average year for a product marketer these days. But this is where it gets messy. PMMs aren't even project managers. We're not waking up excited to align the catering plan and look into spreadsheets for what we're doing at an event. We're here to drive product launches and align releases toward these events, not coordinate lanyard printing. So let's make that very clear. So just taking events that I attend, when I walk around RSA conference, Black Hat, anything else, I don't just see field teams, and they're always there and they do a great job. But I see in the background PMMs in the trenches giving demos, running theater talks, prepping analysts, fixing last-minute slides, quietly saving the day to make sure the company looks our best at these events. We're not just support, we're like the connective tissue that brings everything together. I call it the secret sauce that makes the product come alive at the event. And a typical year might look like a calendar for a mid-size to a larger vendor. You might have you're definitely going to have 4 big industry events. You have the RSA conference, you have Black Hat, you have AWS Reinforce, you have the Gartner Security and Risk Management Summit, and then you have your regional events, right? So you might break out into something in Boston or Miami, and there's other events. And then you have your big user event usually. Most big vendors have a place where they bring their users in. And then you have smaller user events that branch off of that big user event. And then you have your partner summits. So you bring all your partners together to rally them. You have your sales kickoff, and you have the virtual events. And then there's the partner events that you attend to show up and be a good partner, right? And then maybe you have a ton of road shows if you're lucky, right? So that's over 25 events that I just dropped off the top of my head at a minimum. And all of them need content. Keynotes, booth demos, product briefs, web page updates. Everything has to be aligned and your messaging needs to come through. And guess who gets tapped to deliver all this? PMMs. And so events have become really important to figure out. And my advice here is to draw a line. You have to be super clear about where you bring value and where you have to say no. Sure, you could do some of these tasks, but at the expense of showing up in the right way for your product. So what I would focus on is messaging, yes. Demos, yes. Your launch narratives in the market, yes. Prepping executives for big presentations on site, yes. All that's great. What I don't touch, I'm not managing booth logistics. I'm not juggling administrative spreadsheets. I'm not doing calendar work on behalf of the events team. These are things that you need to draw the line on. Unless you're at a startup, then yeah, good luck with all that. But what we should be doing at events is being the face of the product in the market. And there's no better way to do that than to show up at an event, stand in front of your product and talk about it and its value. That is literally our job. So events are a great place to do that. And we can help shape keynotes and breakout talks. That's all great because it's the same philosophy. You're bringing your face in front of your product. You can drive consistency across your product messaging across all these events. You can align demos with real world value and release timing. You can use the event as a launch moment, not some random sideshow, right? So leverage events to bring your product to market and don't get sucked into the vacuum of events and feel like it's a distraction. Use them, put them on your calendar as an alignment mechanism for product and engineering teams to actually release towards. So that way you can kill two birds with one stone. Instead of doing a separate launch, you have an event in which you can launch something. We're the glue between all these different teams as well when it comes to events. The PR team might be asking, what are we talking about? The product management might be asking for more details about the release timing, and same with engineering. And then the brand team you might be working with in terms of keynotes and how our message comes across at a corporate level. So use these events to drive momentum. Now, if you want to win at events and really succeed, you have to treat them as marketing moments. And I've already talked about this in a previous video, so I won't go into it in detail. But like I just talked about, plan your product launches around your big four throughout the year, each quarter, whether that's RSAC in late April, Black Hat in August. So you can space those two out and use those two as launch mechanisms. If your user event is in November, boom, you just hit 9 months with 3 events interspersed between them. And then maybe you have some summit or conference that happens in January that you can use as a vehicle as well. So I like to divide it throughout the year in 4 equidistant parts. One year, I remember I was at Splunk and we had the RSA conference and our user event back to back. 1 week was one event and the next week was the next event. Yeah, and it was chaotic and it was very difficult to treat them as separate. So the strategy was to just treat them as take the same message to both at the same time. So in those cases, your hands are tied. And you should work with a program manager to create a shared doc that everyone updates and that everybody's on the same page for these marketing moments using events. And that document becomes gold when you've got 30 releases in flight across the company. So it's not about owning the event, it's about aligning around it. Events are where it all comes together. Yeah, they're very messy and they're chaotic, but they're also very powerful. They create urgency, they force decisions, executives pay attention, and they give you a shot to make your product shine. So in closing, just giving a big shout out to all the event managers that make all the events happen and help our products get to market. And if you're a PMM out there and you got a lot of events going on, don't get strangled by Lanyards. Just keep going. You got this. Use events wisely to bring your product to market in the right way. All right, everyone. Thank you. Well, that does it for this episode of the Cyber PMM Podcast. If you found this episode valuable, please subscribe, leave a comment or review, and let's connect on LinkedIn. Be sure to check out cyberpmm.com for more resources. And you can also subscribe to the Cyber PMM newsletter on Substack and LinkedIn to keep up to speed with everything you need to fight digital chaos, cut through the hype, and do more with less. See you next time.